Hello. Or Killbot time. I just gotta make sure the audio works real quick. Hello? Alright. It's working. An hour 9 minutes. Alright. I'll have to remind myself to open that. I already did a practice run, so we're just gonna practice the UFO, because that's all I can really do at this point. I've already learned it. Yeah, this part's still freaking impossible. I did it already. That was fast. That was 20 attempts. So safe to say I'm gonna die there about 20 times from 0. Can't wait. Well, that's just the Killbot experience. I almost did it again. If I die at that last UFO click, someone please kill me. Like, just please. I don't think I'm gonna be able to live with myself if I die that last click. I mean, this last part's hard, but like, the last click, it would be devastating. Because of how hard this frickin' UFO is. I'd be surprised if I'd pass it anytime soon. Okay, I did it again. Is it getting more consistent? Who knows? I don't. I sure as hell have no idea if it's even getting consistent. So I have like a 5% passage rate on this part. I'm passing it about once every 20 attempts. Okay, I did it again. How many attempts did that take? 15. It's going down. Oh man. I don't feel like there is much getting consistent at this part, but I'm still gonna try. What? I don't think I've ever died to that saw. I didn't even know there was a saw there. That's the thing about this part, is there's just random saws that you can't see. Like that. I sometimes like lose track of what I'm doing in this part, and then it just causes me to die. Click too freaking slow. I either click too fast or too slow. And I'm dead? It's the upside down part that I can't get down. Like, I get there fairly consistently. Oh, God. I thought I didn't pass it. Too freaking slow. My consistency has gone away. It's gonna take me like 50 attempts to do it this time. Was I just getting lucky? Oh my God. That part's so freaking annoying. Those are like the only two clicks that are killing me. Oh my God. Do the clicks. Thank God. How many attempts did that take me? Probably like 50. 54. That's not good. Imagine dying here 54 times from 0. The funny thing is that's entirely possible. keep doing it. Is there any way to make those clicks possible? Like any sort of like strategy. Anything. Please. I would do anything to make those last 2 clicks possible. How did I do this part in like 15 attempts? Oh my god. Stop doing that. Please. Anything to make those 2 clicks possible. Finally. Jesus. 67? Holy crap, I'm getting worse. Or better, I don't fucking know. It's still those last 2 clicks that I can't do. I can get to those last clicks fairly consistently. Okay, that's better. 21 attempts. Did I just do it twice in a row? What? How in the hell did I just do that? Okay, I'm actually getting better at it. That's probably a lie. I'm probably gonna go ahead and go on to take like 60 attempts to do it. What the hell? 6? I just did twice in a row again. What the hell? I'm gonna do it one more time, then I'll go practice. Okay, that was basically 3 times in a row. What the hell? Okay, let's go do some runs. No, not paroxysm. Not at this level. Not playing that one yet. Don't ask me why I'm not using a copyable for this. I'm just not. Did it. So, do people actually listen to this song? Because this was like a This was a song made for listening. Do people, like... Like, in the context of this being Killbot's song, yes, it's fine. But, like, outside of Killbot, like, would you actually listen to this? There's no way anyone listens to this song. So I don't actually know if I'm gonna have enough time to beat 666 this month as well. That was my plan. But if I beat Killbot this month, I would play 666. I don't know if I can beat 2 extremes in 1 month that are fairly hard. Like, Killbot's hard. Okay, I'll practice that ship. That's not what you're supposed to do. Okay, I almost did a run to 100. Why am I so low? Why does my UFO feel so much more lighter in this part? My UFO just feels like it's floating more, even though I know it's not. Maybe I had shake on. That's probably it. Because I don't have shake on this level. But on the copy boy I probably did. Hey, I did a run to 100. Nice. That's not bad. And clicking that freaking last green orb is so hard. It's just like you're in the ship part and then bam, you have to click it right like as soon as you see it. You gotta have the freaking reaction time of a NASCAR driver. Why is it that just that last section that's so hard? Like nothing's hard up until like that last strafe fly. Up until that very last corridor, this ship's really freaking easy. But all of a sudden it gets really hard. It's 77 to 100 again. I'm still gonna keep practicing the ship because it still feels a little inconsistent. Did I already get a new best run to 100? That's crazy. I already did 69 to 100.
Killbot. Killbot. Killbot.
Okay, I think I can go back. Okay, 35 to 82. Just like that, very easy. So I looked on the all rated demon list to like find things that were like harder than artificial ascent, because I was like, you know, artificial ascent has been my second hardest for quite some time. I think it's time that I beat something harder than artificial ascent. And I looked on it. Apparently Killbot is ranked higher than artificial ascent. Which it just doesn't make any sense. How in the hell is this harder than artificial ascent? It's just not. This is just memory. I mean, sure, it's still hard, but it's like... But compared to artificial ascent, this is nothing. Like, if it weren't for the last UFO, this level would be, like, way easier. This level would be, like, easier than frickin' Cataclysm if that last wave wasn't impossible. I mean, last UFO. Of course, that last frickin' corridor. What am I doing wrong? And they should make a horror movie about Killbot. A Geometry Dash horror movie. Alright, so RobTop basically, he updates the game, says, hey guys, 2.21's finally released, Explorers is here. I did it. That's a pretty damn good run, if I do say so myself. Alright, back to the plot of Killbot the movie. So basically, RobTop, right? He's like, guys, Explorers is here. 2.21 finally released. And people open the level and they get jump scared by Killbot. It just like shows up on your screen. It just says die, and then it just like pops out at you, and it like takes a bite out of your face, and then you're dead. And there's some people that survived this curse. You're like, what the hell was that? What the hell just happened? That thing just tried to bite my face. And then there's like the whole thing, search into RobTop and how the hell he did that. And like he's just like this evil genius that like wants to kill all Geometry Dash players because he actually hates his fan base because they keep telling him to rate Tidal Wave and stuff. Absolute cinema. Oh yeah, and so the cast of this imaginary Killbot movie, right? Obviously, Chris Pratt is obviously Rob Top. One of the main characters, she's like really edgy. Obviously, that edgy kid is going to be played by Jenna Ortega. And you'll have like Adam Sandler's like the funny dad. That's for some reason is in the movie. Okay, and obviously there's gonna be two cops that like investigate this case, and obviously those two cops are gonna be played by Kevin Hart and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Oh, and then there's gonna be like a main villain. Like aside from Rob Top, he's gonna be like Rob Top's assistant. And he like secretly wants to like get rid of Rob Top so he can start killing people with like programs in Geometry Dash, and that guy will obviously be played by Giancarlo Esposito, because why wouldn't it be? I don't know what the hell's up with my throat. There's been like a lot of stuff, just like a lot of like stuff just stuck in it recently. Like both today and both yesterday and today, I've just been clearing my throat nonstop. I might be ready to go from zero. Okay, I'll go from zero. Oh my god, 45 already? Holy crap. Hey, I just realized I need to take a medicine. Give me a second. Medicine has been taken. Why is my heart rate 127? I was walking around. Am I really that freaking like am I that dumb? No, I don't know how, but this level somehow is like, well, I don't know if it's this level directly, but like recently I've just been like gaining a lot of wave skill. Like I did a practice run on paroxysm and I actually did like pretty decent on the waves. I don't know why. Like I've been playing Killbot. Like what about Killbot's improving my freaking wave skill? The dual wave is improving your wave skill. No, it's improving my CPS. This whole entire level is just improving my CPS and my nerve control, because I really can't be getting very nervous at that UFO. Like, that's why I can't really, like, tell how consistent I'll get at it. Because, like, I'm gonna have nerves when I get there from 0. That's probably gonna kill me quite a few times just because of my nerves. Can I just, like, skip this part? Can I just, like, do, like... Can I just do, like, 14 to 100 and call it a day? Because this part's just really freaking easy. I've gotten to that dual wave like 4 times. Passed it once. Man, I thought I hit that yellow orb way too soon, but I apparently didn't. Way too soon. Oh my god. I passed it. That's about a 30% pass right now. Can I hit that frickin' black orb? Oh my god, I got so freaking nervous. I got so nervous. That was a nerve death. Last week, I went over my friend's apartment, right? And we were looking for something to watch on Netflix, and right on the homepage, there it was. The one, the only, Paul. Paul the movie. And it was just like... My friend was in the kitchen. I told him, look, it's Paul. He was like, what? And they missed it, because I was on, like, the user select screen, and it just showed Paul. I'm like, oh my god, it's Paul. And then I'm like, oh no, you missed it. And I open it up, and there's Paul right there, right on the freaking front page. I told him we should save it for like when my other friend was home. But like no matter where we went, it just kept showing us Paul. It was in the top 10 movies. It was recommended to us. It was like, it was everywhere. They really wanted us to watch Paul. But we didn't watch Paul. We ended up watching Ted. The cinematic masterpiece known as Ted. Where Peter Griffin is a teddy bear. And you know, Ted, it surprisingly had some good laughs. Like the scene where Ted gets the interview. It's like the scene where he talked back to the boss. He's like, no one's ever talked to me. No one's ever talked to me that way. Yeah, it's probably because they're mouths full of your wife's box. You've got guts. I like that. You're hired. And then the scene where Ted has sex with one of the coworkers, which I don't even know how that works. Ted is a teddy bear. He does not have a dick. And then afterwards, it's like, that took guts. Like, it's just so absurd. Me and him are gonna have to watch Ted 2 now. Also, I saw like the scene with like where he was like staring at like the other coworker and doing like sexual gestures. I saw him. I just saw like the start of that scene. I'm like, oh my god, it's a scene. It's gonna happen. And if you've seen like any tag clips, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The scene where like, I don't know if he's like Russian or whatnot, but he has like an accent. And he's like freaking big and swole. He's like muscular. And he comes in. And he's like, they do say that tricks is for kids. I would like to purchase this children's cereal box. Now in the commercials, they say, Trix is for kids. Now, I'm not going to get into any trouble purchasing this kid's cereal. Like, I was wholeheartedly expecting that scene. I was wholeheartedly looking forward to that scene. But nope, it's a TED 2 exclusive. You gotta watch the sequel to the greatest movie ever. Damn it. I have until at least like 5:15 to beat this or get a new best. I'm hoping I at least get a new best. No, I find it very hard to believe that I actually know what's going on in this level. Like, if you showed this to a non-GD player or like someone in like 1.5, they would just like have their minds blown how this is even possible. Because people they don't like analyze the difficulty like Geometry Dash players do when they look at levels. They see bright flashing lights and memory, and they're like, oh yeah, that must be the hardest level in the game. And then you show them Acheron, and they're like, it can't be that hard. Like, if you showed someone like frickin' I don't know, let's just go with my hardest EXO. If you showed someone EXO and then you showed them this and you told them which one's harder, they would absolutely choose Killbot. I don't think there would be a single non-GD player to think that EXO is harder than this. You know, I still find it absurd that Bloodlust is out of the top 150. Like, how is this game this hard? How do people just keep making more and more levels? Like, oh yeah, make this level harder than Bloodlust. Like, if you want a level in the top 150 now, you have to make it harder than freaking Bloodlust. Like, I can't beat frickin' Bloodlust. And it's not even in the top 150. Like, I really need to start improving at this game if I want to beat a frickin' list even by the end of the year. At this rate, Zodiac's gonna fall off the frickin' demon list by the end of the year. Zodiac's already on the extended list. That level used to be top 1. See, I already have a level in mind for my next hardest. I just don't want to play it at the moment. I feel like I want to improve at the game a little bit more before I start playing it. I feel like I do want to beat Nelv this year at least. I will at least admit this about my future hardest, is that Nelv is going to be one of them. Mostly because I have like 2 terabytes of recording of Nelv and I need to get rid of it. No, you know, oh my god, I still have like freaking 8 sessions of like artificial ascent to edit. That's gonna be so much. No! No, the last click! That would have been a new best! That 100% would have been a new best. What's one icon that I could randomize that wouldn't screw me up? Probably, no, not the ship. Because that's the freaking, like, 70 part. There's not a single one. I can't use icon randomizer on a level like this. So Apex, they added back arenas. I've been playing like a lot of Apex as of recently, just because they added back arenas. Oh my god, okay. Well, that's a new best. I forgot what to do. Hey, I did that 3 times in a row. Four times in a row. I'm getting consistent. Why is that happening? Yeah, I guess I just don't die at the beginning anymore. That's 6 times in a row. I like this consistency. This is cool. Does anyone remember like Ice Cave Diamond Blade series? What made me think of that was how consistent I am at the beginning. I was thinking like when you go God mode for like 5 minutes. And then I remembered like UFMW's like freaking video that was titled that with Diamond Dance or Diamond Blade, whatever it's called. Dang it. Oh, I finally died at the beginning. Why am I doing that? Okay, so I recently got back into Clash Royale like a month ago. And I figured out that they had replaced chests with lucky drops. So every few wins you get like a lucky drop, and you can get like a 1-star, a 2-star one. I think 2 stars the max you can get from winning. But the stars represent like the better stuff you get. So like 1 star is bad, 2 stars is good, and so on and so forth. And I thought that 4 stars was the max, because I kept on getting like 4 stars and I get like 42,400 gold. I think one of the times I got like an Evo shard from the 4-star one. But like 2 days ago, I got one that had 5 stars. And I was like, oh wow, 5 stars. And then it just straight up gives me a full entire evolution. It just gave me 5 Evo shards for the Valkyrie, and it maxed it out. For completely free. Although with how many lucky drops I opened, like, within the past month, like, that's gotta be, like, the rarest thing in the game. Like, rarer than it used to be to get, like, a legendary, like, 10 years ago. I remember back in the good days of Clash, when there weren't evolutions and stuff, there was, like, such a low chance of getting a legendary that when you unlocked one, it was a big deal. Like, I remember when I was still in school, and my friends would be like, oh, I got a legendary. Oh, I actually got 3 legendaries. And I'd be like, oh, I have none. Like, I used to play Clash Royale back in, like, middle school. Well, it was a private Christian school, so it was more like, high school, because 7th grade was considered high school at that school. I did like one of the dumbest things I've ever done in like our clan that we had. We all had like a clan together, and I just did the dumbest thing I've probably ever done. So one of the girls that I liked in like 7th grade was in that clan, and my dumbass decided that it would be a good idea to tell her that I liked her through the Clash Royale chat. And obviously, with her being in that and all my other friends at school, they were just like talking about it nonstop. And obviously, I mean, we had some decent sparks, But it was about as good as you're gonna get for like I think it was actually 6th grade, not 7th grade. But it was pretty much as good as you were gonna get for like 6th grade romance. Like I didn't get my first kiss or frickin' we didn't hang out outside of school. We know we did. We did like once. It was at like a fair. And it was just it was just it went nowhere. Like just even thinking about it makes me just like just even thinking about it makes me want to just like curl up and die. Cause like, I mean, I guess it was about as good as I could have done in 6th freaking grade. Oh my god, my screen moved down. Why? $50. The consistency goes crazy. Oh my god, I almost got past it. Also, now that I look back on like that whole entire situation, I think that it was just it was horrible. I was like entranced when I really shouldn't have been. So I think like during history class we would have like discussions on like the Civil War and shit, and we would be like why we think that they did or didn't deserve what happened with them, and that's just a fucked up conversation. Oh my god, I can't pass it. Also, yeah, that's like a crazy like conversation to have, especially since a few of my classmates were on the side of like them like deserving what they got and like not having rights. And the person that I liked was on the side of racism. She was just openly, like, not even hiding it, like, just racist. Not like saying the N-word, saying that, like, saying blatantly out loud that they were, like, she wasn't just, like, blatantly on the side of, like, making it out in the open. But, like, she didn't, like, openly talk about how much she, like, disliked people of color. But it was still, like, bad. I also had, like, another person in my class that was just, like, he was openly just racist. He was just very open and blatantly racist. Like, the school that I went to up until, like, 10th grade was actually wild. It was, like, a wild place, and I'm glad I got out of there. But I did make friends there, obviously. Obviously, as one does in school, that are actually, like, good people. If you've watched any of my videos, like the buckshot videos and the freaking ultimate chicken horse videos, you'll see that like, if you've watched the ultimate chicken horse videos and the buckshot videos, you know who Colin and Landon are. They're referenced by name in the videos. They're not, because obviously we're not popular enough to use our freaking usernames. But I met them at that school, which they are probably the only good thing that came out of that school ever. Apparently after I left, they were just like, everyone there was like openly like homophobic and racist and freaking transphobic, and everyone there was just, they were terrible people. Well, not everyone, just mostly everyone. You know what's weird is I had a different friend group that I like hung out with, but for some reason I just gravitated away from them and towards Colin and Landon. Landon's like friend group. Best thing I ever did. Alright, enough of the school stories. Now we're gonna beat Killbot. So I jumped in between the blocks, I got out of the gap, and I somehow died to something else that I don't think I've ever died to. There's like a block there that I just didn't even know was there. Okay, I actually saw how I died there. I clicked too slow. I'm barely capable of doing that frickin' 5-click spam at the end. Like, doing frickin' 5 clicks in succession that fast is absolutely impossible. That's why I, like, look at Grief, and it's not even, like, the tight frickin' parts that impress me. It's the level of spam that's required to do it. To do, like, some of the parts. Why? I didn't click that much. Are the physics different when it's dual? Because they sure as hell feel different. But I don't... Because I know that when you're in a duel, it uses upside down gravity. But is upside down wave... Does that have any, like, different properties when you're normal size? When you're, like, normal gravity? Like, upside down physics with normal gravity on the wave. Does that do anything? See, there's no one in my chat to answer this freaking question. So I'm just kind of left pondering to myself. Oh my god, I died there again. You know, when I first died at 50, it was a complete accident. It was a complete, like, it was on purpose, because I didn't want to get further. But now it's just on accident. Every time, it's 50. It's always 50. I died there on purpose, and now it's just like a curse. %50 is now, like, cursed because I died there on purpose. Alright, so last night I was just listening to like a bunch of unreleased music on SoundCloud, and I saw that there was a section for on repeat. There's like a leaderboard on like how many times you'll listen to the song on repeat. And on one of the songs, it was just like 400 times. How in the hell do you listen to a song 400 times on repeat? Like, granted, I've listened to like I'm Better by Kendrick like a lot since I added it to my like songs, but like not 400 times. Because I just listen to music on the way to work and on the way home. So I don't get the chance to listen to it 400 times. Like that's a lot. Like, multiply 400 by, like, let's just say the song is 4 minutes long. That is 1,600 minutes of listening to just one song. And I can't do that kind of math in my head, but I'm sure. I'm sure I'll put it in the video how many hours freaking 1,600 minutes is. Never mind. I already did the math in my head. It's 28 hours. 28 hours. That's like a lot. Wait, no, it's not 28 hours. 26. So it's about a day's worth of listening just to one song. I think the most I've listened to one song in like a whole entire year is like 60. And it was Power. I listened to that song like 60 times in a year according to my Spotify Wrapped. Also, what the hell was last year's Spotify Wrapped? Why did they use AI for the text? Like, it would be like, you listened to this genre this year. And it was like freaking underground summer ultra fast freaking ultra super speed rap. It's like, what the hell is that genre? Like, that's not a genre that I listen to. That was just made up by your AI brain. I can't get past that wave. Well, I actually need to practice that. See, practicing won't do anything because I'm dying there with nerves too. You know what really scares me is that AI, like, obviously this scares everyone, but it'll eventually take over like YouTube. It'll eventually take over people's jobs as YouTubers. Like, obviously, looking at, like, Quebble Cop, you're like, that's never gonna happen. I mean, look at how unentertaining it is, but, like, it is absolutely possible. AI advances more day by day. Like, it is entirely possible that one day we will have an AI-generated animated movie. Like, it's to the point where Nintendo has to, like, deny using AI in Mario Kart World Tour. Like, we're really at that point where people are just like, you know what, this looks even remotely fake. It's AI. Like, I saw an ad on frickin' YouTube, and it looked like it was made by AI. And you know, what proof do I have to say that it was made by AI? I don't know. It looked like it. You know what brought this thought into my brain was the fact that I've been seeing a lot of, like, not a lot of, but I saw like 2 videos of like Breaking Bad and like Dexter scenes, but the characters are just freaking babies. Like, like, you know, like like the scene with Dokes and Dexter at the shipping containers, where the infamous surprise motherfucker, that fucking sound effect came from. Like that scene right there, that was just like made with AI and to make the characters look like freaking toddlers. I thought it looked cool, but it also kind of scared me, because of the fact is it actually looked good. Like, you could tell it was AI, but it still looked pretty decent. Also, when I was watching Dexter and I came to that scene and I fucking heard him say that. One of my friends was over when I was watching that, and I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing something. I think he was like trying to go to sleep, and I was sitting on my chair and he was in my bed. And I saw that line, I just like laughed to myself. Like, I thought that was pretty funny that was in Dexter. I didn't even recognize the voice. I didn't even think about it. But once I heard saw the scene, I'm like, oh my god, wait, that's his voice. I get it now. It's gotten to the point where I'm not even getting that nervous when I hit the dual wave. Like, I'm getting fairly consistent at this level. Man, those clicks are so deceiving. I keep clicking to the sync of the music, but you're supposed to click it faster, so it's really messing with my brain. Oh my god, I can't do it! It's the nerves. Click too fast. That rarely ever happens. Let me try this with my eyes closed real quick. Okay, it's not as easy as it looks. I thought, oh yeah, it'll be easy. But no, it's not. You know what I probably could do though? I could probably do this level invisible. I'd actually kind of like to try that. Not beating it, obviously, because obviously the later parts would be very freaking hard. I mean, at the UFO, I use some of the X's and stuff for, like, visuals on when to click. So having to do that invisible? No, I couldn't. Alright, so something I found on Spotify is I found like some unreleased I found like an unreleased Kendrick EP. I was looking at like unreleased Kendrick songs and I found like I don't know if it's an official unreleased EP, but there were two of them. One of them was called Bad Kid Chill City. And one of them was called Welcome to Compton. And Welcome to Compton is actually on Spotify. It's just not there. Like it's like invisible. Like you can't listen to the songs. They're all blacked out. Except one for some reason. The Heart Part 3 was on there too. I don't know why that's on there and not like, you know, not listenable. Just for some reason the Heart Part 1 through 4, they're just not listenable. Also, the Art of Peer Pressure was on there too, which is weird because that's on freaking Good Kid, Mad City. I'll never really understand why the Heart Parts 1 through 4 are unreleased. I mean, the Heart Part 2 was on Overly Dedicated. And the Heart Part 3 was apparently on Welcome to Compton, and it's just not there. I don't get it. Cracking. I don't like that. Dang it. I'll make this my last attempt. Aw, 44. Oh, I got 72. 8,000 attempts on Killbot. Okay. That's a little absurd. This can get deleted. I can also get taken out of my pages. Is it still there? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I'm done for the day because I gotta be somewhere. But I did pretty good. Got 72. I got a lot of new bets. I'm gonna open this chest. If this is like a 6-star or something, I will beat it. It's a 5-star, I'm beating it. No, I have somewhere to be, but I have enough time for this. I have an addiction. Can't wait to go gambling right now. I'm literally shaking. I'm not addicted. It's just called dedication. What happens if I get hit by those? Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh my god. That's not very sight readable for a 5-star. Or maybe I'm just stupid. I think that's probably the likely answer. Is this really a 5-star? This seems really freaking easy for a 5-star. Like, way too easy for a 5-star. Oh, it tells you to go up. I'm just dumb apparently. New ship physics? Yep. Follow the arrows. Down. Okay. Good. This level has no coins, thank God, because I don't want to have to find coins right now. I'll never understand, well, I will understand because it kind of makes sense, but using a spider orb in a spider part doesn't make much sense. Like, why don't you just like add a block there and just like let you click? Why would you do it like that? Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Killbot.